Why should a whole man marry a 12-year-old girl? Bado hata amekomaa kweli, hata hizo vitu bado zimekuwa vitu kweli. Why can't we just let them grow? The time will come. Waacha wakue, kama mtu ako tayari ameiva vizuri. My name is Rebecca Arupe Lomong Ruto. I've been invited by Dandelion Africa for the first ever Young Voices for Change Summit. The first ever in Baringo, actually. It's a great honor to be here. We've been here, we've interacted with the students, we've interacted with the duty bearers, and the message here is, let's support the girls. Let's support the girls come up. I come from Tiaty, a place called Tangul Bay. That's where I was born and raised and schooled at Tangul Bay Primary. Then I went to Kituro High School. I went to Moi University for my bachelor's degree, Moi University for my master's, and I did my PhD at Kizzi University. I'm a gender person, a gender specialist, and I'm so passionate on issues to do with women and girls. We are here today to pass the message that let's support our girls. We want men to support the women. He's saying he's for her. The men who are standing in for the girls, we refer them as he's for her, because without the men also, we are not able to support the girls. So we've come here to pass a message that we need the men to come up. Let's stand, let's be the voices of the girls. And girls, tujitume. I went to study gender and development studies because I come from the marginalized part, the remote part of this country, Tangul Bay, Tiaty, and where we are today, we were with children from Mogotio, students from Marigat, those come from the remote parts of Ilchamos, and we're here to say we need support. We need the girls to be supported. We need the students to be supported. We've looked at several areas, and the main parts are, one is the water and sanitation. Girls are suffering. Women are suffering. When you go to these schools, the sanitation facilities are not there. Water is scarce. The toilets, we've heard them talk. You can imagine 1:30. One toilet for 30 girls. It's not sufficient enough. So we are calling upon the government, we are calling upon the county government. Let's invest, let's direct the resources where it's supposed to be directed. We are also appealing for sanitary towels for the girls. Sanitary towels to cater them for the whole term. They've talked to us. They're saying a girl can miss a school for 5 days just because of a menstruation period. I want to call upon the county government, I want to call upon the national government, I want to call upon our partners. Dandelion Africa are doing their part, but us, what are we doing? What are our partners doing? What are these other NGOs doing? So I want to appeal to partners, to NGOs, let's open up, let's move to the remote parts of this country where they need our support. We have girls in Turkana, we have girls in Pokot, we have those interior most, the Kiserian, Mugutani, Mochongoi. You go all through the entire part of Baringo North. You go to those down the lower parts, Barwesa, Bartabwas, Kabartonj, all those areas. Let's invest, let's support the girls. Let's ensure that if it's about provision of sanitary towels, let's ensure that the girls get for the entire term so that they can study comfortably. We looked also at the infrastructure. We have students who are challenged. Our PWDs, there are no access. There's no access to the classes. They cannot access the dining areas, and it's just because we just need a ramp. It will not take much. Let's change the classes. Let's do the ramps. Let's ensure that they can just do their wheelchairs comfortably and study with the other learners. So the infrastructure is a big area that needs to be looked at so that it can be accessible to our students who are physically challenged, because they are able. They have been enabled in another way by God. We also looked at the climate change, whereby we are appealing that let's support, let's sponsor our schools, let's have tree nurseries in every school. Let's plant trees, whereby every student to plant a tree, and as the leaders, we are the one to support them do these things. They don't have the resources, they don't have the money to buy the seedlings, but they are not able, but they have the school, they have the land. Let's support them, establish a tree nursery in every school. We've looked at retrogressive cultures. Girls from the interior most of these communities, they're still suffering FGM and early marriages. This has been happening for years. It's past time. We cannot be talking about these things at this point. I want to appeal to the government. Let's direct resources down there. Let's have the village elders monitor. Let's get to know those parents who are still taking their girls for FGM, those parents who are still giving out, who are still forcefully marrying girls. You can imagine someone marrying a girl of 12 years old, 13 years old. It is still happening currently. So I want to call upon the government. Let's strengthen the law there. Let's support our chiefs. Let's support our assistant chiefs. Let's support the village elders so that they can monitor and report whoever who is still doing this so that the law can take its course. So as a woman from this village, as a woman from Baringo, I've gone through this area. I understand Baringo very well. Much needs to be done. Because we imagine the KCP that they are yet to do, the KCSE that they are yet to do, their learning environment, you cannot compare with those students who are in Nairobi and these other counties that are advanced. So we want to call upon the government that let's equalize. Devolution came so that we can be equal. Let's support, let's build the infrastructure. Let's support the girls with the sanitary towels because their parents, maybe they are not in a position to buy. So you find a girl, they get the teenage pregnancies are happening just because maybe a girl is not able to buy a sanitary towel. So you find someone out there like, if you do this, I'm going to give you 100 shillings to go and buy sanitary. So what will the girls do? They fall into such traps. So I'll appeal that for these schools who are in remote parts of our country, across the country, I want to appeal to government that let's have the sanitary towels be given across the board. And let's have those people who rape these girls. Because we've had, there was a girl who spoke that a child was raped and killed. And yet we still have people, they go to court and they walk scot-free. Because maybe lack of evidence, lack of witnesses and all that. So government, I want to call upon the government that those people who are breaking the rules, those people who are mistreating the girls, the teenage pregnancies, even if a man, an adult is responsible, let them face the law. Because you find a girl, maybe they're pregnant, they end up doing abortion, they end up even dying, or they end up tampering with their systems because the bodies are not yet ready for this. So if the law takes its course, if even have people seeing, even one or two people facing, it will pass a message to the rest. And with time, such kind of issues will come down. Shida hizi watu wanapitia ni vitu nasijua, kwa sababu tulipitia hizi changamoto pia tukiwa wadogo. Hatuhitaji nafasi kama hizi, hatuhitaji Dandelion wakuje watuambie. Lakini sasa tutafanya nini? Kwa sababu tuko na viongozi ambao wako kwa hizi maofisi na watu hawataki kuongea. Maybe mtu hataki kuongea ndio achunge kura zake labda, lakini siamini kwamba tunafaa kukumbushwa tuongee. Hizi ni mambo hata wasasi tukiwa penye tuko, hata kama ukiwa na hiyo, hata kama tu ni elder kwa community, tuongelee maneno haya kwa sababu mpaka tuongee, mpaka tuinue sauti zetu. Until we speak, we are empowering these young people. We are talking about young voices. We are talking about empowering the girls so that they can speak. We are talking about training them on life skills so that even when they are approached, they can say no to a man who wants to take advantage of them. So nakubaliana na wewe kwamba hatuhitaji mpaka partners wakuje waongee. Hata sisi kama viongozi tunafaa kuongea. Mimi kama Rebecca nafaa kuongea, governor anafaa kuongea, senator anafaa kuongea, women rep anafaa kuongea, church elder anafaa kuongea. Lakini tutafanya nini na bado mambo haya yanafanyika? Bado tunaomba tu kwamba partners wakuje mtusaidie. Yes, sisi kama viongozi bado tutaongea, lakini tusaidiane kwa sababu shida hili bado ni changamoto kubwa sana. So we still have to talk. Let's just keep talking about it. Na nyinyi watu wa media pia tusaidie, tuongee. Let's pass the message that it is time. Let's not things to do with FGM. We should not be talking about it anymore. Things to do with early marriages. Mimi vile nilimaliza shule, chuo kikuu nilimaliza 2006 na nikaajiriwa na World Vision Kenya. World Vision nimefanya kazi pande ya Pokot, nimefanya Chemolingot, nilifanya Koloa, baada hiyo nikaenda Tinderet huko Nandi, baada hiyo nikaenda Moiben. Hapo ndio nilimalizia, ndio nikakuja county government. What I used to do there, we were training children on life skills. Kwa sababu tuliona tunasongelesha wasasi na wasasi watakuwa vichwa ngumu, hasa wale wa huko ndani. Mtu akiukomweza anasema huyu mtoto ni yangu, wewe si nikuja kuniambia chenye nafaa kufanya. So tukaona the best thing ni kuwa train. Kwa sababu when you empower a girl, atajua kukataa vitu zingine. So we intensified on life skills training. And also whenever I get a forum, like today I was invited and I had other things to do. I've come all the way from Nairobi to Mogocho. I had other things to do, but I said, since it's about talking to someone, you never know. One word can change someone's life. So I came, and that's what I normally do. Whenever I get an opportunity, I talk to these girls. I've also taken up, I have a girl whom I'm sponsoring, whom I took over. Singemchukua, let me tell you, huyu mtoto sasa angekuwa ashachukuliwa, angekuwa hata maybe ashafanywa FGM na ashaolewa. But I'm educating, and right now that girl of mine is sitting for KCPE. I started educating her from childhood, and I've even taken over. I'm just like the parent. So I've done that in a smaller way. But maybe if we were in these offices, like in leadership positions, we could do more. So I want to call upon those who are sitting in the offices, don't just sit and be at comfort zone. If you are coming from Baringo, we have challenges. We have challenges to give us sleepless nights. We don't need to sleep as leaders. Let's support these children who need us. For the boys, for the men. When we talk about empowering the girls, we are not leaving you behind. Because we cannot be empowered as women and we leave our men. I don't need to be empowered and my husband to stay at home. We need to be empowered, all of us. But it's just that we are talking about the men, the girls, because the women have been left behind for a very long time. So I want to pass a message to the men that we love you and we need you to hold our hands. Let's grow together. And now that we have, I'm a mother of boys. So when I talk about girls, I'm not forgetting about my boys too. I was blessed with boys. And I want to say, boys, you need these girls. Without the girls, they matter. If they grow as boys and they achieve their dreams and they become doctors and all that, you want them to go and marry again that girl in the village. Let's hold their hands. The women we still need to hold their hands. But I want to tell the women, as much as we are talking about this, don't underlook the men. Don't feel like you are empowered enough. Now I can manage this life alone. I'm a woman enough. I don't need a man by my side. I'm a woman enough. I don't need no, that is not the case. From where we come from, we believe in marriages. We believe in building ourselves together. So as we grow as women, I want us to grow together with the men. And as men, since the men, you've attained these dreams maybe ahead of us, please hold our hands. We need you to hold our hands. We cannot achieve on our own. But as a woman, hold the chair, invite yourself to the table. Nobody will invite a woman. Invite yourself to the table. And for that single woman, we want to celebrate that man who has managed to hold a hand for a woman. Yes, thank you.